I gave you my heart. I gave you my heart. I gave you my heart. I gave you my heart.
Hello everybody and welcome to this live trading session in Nailing FX. My name is Pedro Mejias, and if you're live looking this on YouTube, please you have any question, remember to use the chat. If you're watching the recording, you can always send me an email at pedro@tradictive.com. And before we begin, as always, let's read the disclaimer we have on our screen right now. So the following video clips demonstration are for educational and instructional purpose only. TRADDICTIV provides this video purely for the purpose of demonstrating the method of using the product. Users understand that all the content used in the video is purely for demonstration purposes only. It is not a guide and does not provide any indication or prediction of actual results. As a user, you understand and agree that hypothetical results obtained through the demonstration do not indicate in any way the result you may receive on using our products. So today let's take a look at the market, and maybe we can find some opportunities, some trading ideas using the order flow, and let's see what we can find. Let me share my screen, my chart. Just give me a second. I need to bring the chart up. Please, if you are live right now, please confirm that the audio is okay and everything is going fine. All right, here's the chart. Switch to candles. Let me clear everything I have from before. Okay, here's the chart. Sorry, I thought it was on the screen already. All right. So the idea is to find opportunities. Today, this is the euro, and we might see another, I don't know, another currencies, indices, whatever, depending on your participation on the chat. If not, I will only be looking at the euro because it's what I trade the most. I know you guys are familiar with TradingView, and if not, I'm just gonna give you a very quick review on the TradingView indicator, and let me just bring up the same chart we're looking at, but using the TradingView application. Let me just bring it up. 1 second. TradingView. One second, it doesn't seem to be showing up. All right, now it is. Okay, just fix the size here on this screen. Because my monitor is bigger than the screen, so Let's just fix it. All right. So as you know, um, or you may know, um, trade with UFOs. The UFOs show us the selling zones and the buying areas, and we also have the climate who help us to identify the direction of of where we should be trading, right? And according to the climate, is indicating us that the confirmed tendency is up, as you can see clearly on the chart. It's been trading sideways in this area and then went up. And so we were looking for buying opportunities close to this area right here. So as I bring my chart, we can see pretty much the same information because we have the sideways movement. This is a tick chart, which is different from the other one. You can see a different price action, but we can see here the same lateral movement that we saw on the 5-minute chart, and then it burst right up, right? And now it's trading again on this area. The trade with UFO show us opportunities are right about this down here. Let's verify with TradingView again, so we can see exactly which price is showing us the buying zone. So we can see here it's at 1.208025. So we go back to the chart where we be analyzing the order flow. We can see that price 8020 will be about here. Let me just put a horizontal line. Okay, so we can compare again with the TradingView chart. You can see that it is right here on the beginning of this up movement. All right. And what we want to do is to exactly know what's going on in this area, to try to confirm that this is a valid buying zone. Okay, so let's take a look at the edge of this zone is 127.55. Go back to the chart and we put see what's here. Right, remember if you have any comment or question, please use the chat. Joe is futures, is euro futures. All right, you have a lot of assets in futures. You have commodities, FX, indices, a lot of stuff are in futures. And if you want to get access to the order flow software, just send me an email. I will send you the link so you can download it. My email is right here. You can see Pedro at TRADDICTIV.com. Or you can send me an email anytime. All right, so let's go back to our chart. And according to the trade with UFO, it was telling us that it was a pending buying area, right? And we can see here, right, the order flow is showing us in this. Let's turn this into clusters so we can see the information, the real data information instead of candles. All right, so we can see what exactly has been traded in this area. So this is exactly the buying area that the um, the UFO was showing us. And you can see right here there were 150 contracts bought in this price, all right, and 120,800. So that initiated this movement, all right, on the upside. And we can see on the way up a lot of imbalances. These green bars are imbalances. That what is an imbalance? An imbalance is a big difference. In this case, 150% difference between the aggressiveness of buyers and sellers. So it's an indication that the buyers in this case are being very, very aggressive in these prices when we see these green lines. And you can see here at the top a huge volume that was purchased at that time, and another imbalance with 185 lots, and that keep the price about that imbalance. Okay, and okay, but what about the UFO? What they were telling us? They were telling us that yes, there was a initiation of the upside movement right here. We can see a lot of trading going on, and how this movement was fueled by a lot of buying action here. As you can see, selling, that might be stop losses, might be people just thinking that hey, this is continuing to going up, or this is continuing to going down. I mean, people just joining the action here. And here we can see somebody just putting a lot of money, okay, on the euro in this movement. And of course, he probably took all the liquidity that was available at the time, and that's why the price started ranging once again. And so today's opportunities, according to the UFO, will be down here. Let's take a look at the volume that we have. We might have actually uh, some opportunities a little bit sooner. Of course, I always trade on a very short term. I don't look for long term trading, because I believe for myself that it's very hard already to predict what's going to happen in the next few minutes. And I hope you agree with me. And it's going to be harder to know what's going to happen in the next hour, or even further than that. Some people believe that they can predict what's going to happen in days or weeks, but I prefer to just stick up to very very short term, because I believe it's what I can you know pretty much handle, and I think I've been realistic here. All right, remember, if you have any question, please use the chat. All right, so where can we find another opportunity in this area? Well, we can see it's very interesting when I found these rotations, price rotation here, because there is a lot of buyers and sellers in this area, and they are, some are winning, some are making money, some are losing money, and we can find that all the way, all the time, in every chart. But what is interesting here is where this rotation ended, and we know that it ended when it was either break on the downside or the upside. In this case, we can see this going on the upside. Put yourself in these guys' shoes, these sellers. They are now losing money because they are looking how their entry is going negative and negative, because the price is going up and up. And they must, if they keep holding their position, if they can, they will be waiting for the price to get back nearby their entry, or start to making some profit. But most of them probably their stop loss has been hit, and that's what's been fueling this this movement. This upside movement might be fueled by the blood of these losers right here. So we should just wait for the price to come back nearby uh, this area, so they have the opportunity to close their trade on the break even, and that will fuel up again the price. But how to find a good entry spot and try to spot that area so we can have an opportunity to enter in the right direction. Remember that we saw on the climate, it was telling us that yes, we should buy, and looking at the chart is also telling us that yes, we should buy. We can see the liquidity here. We can see the total liquidity available on the selling and the buying side, and there's more contracts available at the green side. You can see the buying side, 7,300 and something. On the selling side is 6,600 and something contracts is being offered right here. These are pending orders, and these are pending orders on the buy side and the selling side. And as you can see, when there's more liquidity on one side, it's more easy to put more money on that particular side of the market. In this case, we have more liquidity on the buying side, but that doesn't mean the price might easily go up because they are buying. Okay, this is market mechanics. When if somebody takes this liquidity, this that's being offered here, it will just move the price down. Okay, that's something very easy to understand if you look at the depth of the market. Let me just, I'm going to try to show you that. Let me just bring the depth of the market so you can understand what I mean. Just give me a second. I'm going to bring it up. All right. And here it is. Okay, here it is. This is the depth of market. Let me just put it a little bit bigger. All right. And so I can explain to you a little bit about market mechanics so you understand what actually moved the price up or down. All right, this is the market itself. You can see there are columns. The red column is the ask column. The blue column is the bid column. And these numbers are the number of contracts being offered by the ask side and the bid side. Remember that these contracts are pending orders in the market. The same thing we can see here on the right side of the chart. Okay, it's the same information. But here on the depth we can see more. We can see the price, of course, in the middle, and on each side of the price we can see the market orders being executed in real time. We also have, this is the volume, if we can clear this up, and we have volume for the session right on the right side. But when the market's orders are executed, what they're doing is taking whatever is offered here in the bid and ask column. So if somebody takes all these buying offers, all right, they will be selling to them, and that will bring the price down. The same way on the ask column, if somebody just they are selling, right? So somebody has to buy this contract they are being selling here. If somebody takes the whole liquidity, they say they are 836 right now. So if somebody just sell them 26 contracts, it will bring the price up. All right. So you have to understand that in order to know how the price actually uh, goes up and down, what actually moves the price on the market. So that's just basic market mechanics, right? You need a buyer, you need a seller, and if that buyer take that selling offer, the price will go up, okay? Because it will be buying to the seller. In this case, he will be selling to the buyers, and the market orders are the aggressive one because they are not just waiting for something to happen. They are just taking um, right now whatever the price is, and that's what move the price up and down, right? Not the pending order. Pending orders are important because they give liquidity. They allow somebody with a lot of money to enter and take the whole positions. Okay, so they can be on the market, either getting out of the market or getting in the market, depending on the side. They might be buying or selling, or if you're buying, you need to get out selling. You're not selling, you need to get out buying. So you will need to have liquidity in order to do one or the other. All right. And check if you have any question, please. You can use the chat at any time. And you can also, if you're watching the recording, you can send me an email at pedro@tradictive.com at any time. And if you want access to the UFO, you have my link there right there. It's tradewithufos.com/Pedro. And if you want access to the order flow platform to analyze the market in a quantitative way, you can also send me an email. I will send you the link so you can download. All right, let's go back to the chart. So we were looking for an opportunity in the euro. This is the area that the UFO was telling us is good for buying in a short-term period. And we can see here we spot this upside down movement, which is a rotation movement on the price. And now we saw how the price just went outside this area. And we want to find a possible entry, right? We can so we can buy an entry on this area. One of the tools I use is this VWAP indicator because it's very useful. It's according to the market is the fair price for some traders. So we use as reference as well. One other thing we can notice here on this downside is if we look at the volume, we can see that the volume is very thin in this area, right? That allowed the price to go very fast inside this area, outside the values area of the volume. Because when there's a lot of volume, a lot of density on the volume, it's harder for the price to move quickly through it. So it's it's more complicated for the price just to move through a very dense volume area. So we can see, for example, if we analyze this candle we have right here, I just highlight it and go to clusters. Let's go for it. Let's see what happened in that candle. We can see there were a lot of sellers in the top, which is normal because it probably hit some stop losses. Let me keep this off. This is the candle we're analyzing, this one right here. And there were probably some stop loss hit, and that's why we see a red line here, which means a selling imbalance happened right at this price. And if we look at the volume of this candle, we might find some thin spot like this one right here is 0/7. And usually the market tend to fill these areas right here. Let's just put a horizontal line right here and another one right here. right? This is 1 by 12. So what we have here is let's go to the current time. All right, getting close. All right, here we are. We can see in this area, right below, we can see some big liquidity being available right now. And we can see how thin the liquidity is getting right before this area. So what might happen here is when the price reaches this zone, okay, that we just spot, it might go back up um, a few ticks. Okay, we're looking now. There's a big selling going on, 150. You can see how the tape is moving pretty fast, but the buying pressure is still very high, right? So the price might go back here to this area, right? It will means that it's going back, going outside the barrier area low, so it might move a little bit faster uh, down this to this area. Okay, remember that we have the according to the UFO we have this buying area here, which is interesting. And right now, where we see the price still going up, so it's not at the moment it's not touching here, but we might keep an eye on this area, all right, this area right here, because this will be a very short opportunity to enter on a long side and exit. We can exit at this red line here, which means that there is imbalance on the selling area. We have a lot of selling as well here. It's 243. All right, that might be refuel back the downside movement. So we have to be very careful here. If we're entering long, try not to hold the position with the hope that it's going high as this, for example, because we have this 538 lots here on the selling side, but I doubt that it will get there before going back here. Okay, you need to refuel. So if you're going to buy, you might enter in these areas right here. It's looking very interesting. That's a very good idea. You can see now the price is starting to coming back down again. But remember, it will be just for a short entry right here. So I want to put my. You can see the liquidity. It might be switched on the downside again. I'm just gonna put a buy limit here, and I will put another one here, right? Because I will trade four lots in this case, and I will wait for the price to reach this area, all right, to see if I can get into the market, and we try to get out very quickly, just before all this very dense area we can see right here. A lot of trades, very high volume right here on the top. So that will be my target will be around here. So if I take measure the ruler right from my first entry, I will try to get out probably here. We always keeping attention. It's 12 ticks. We're always keeping attention on the liquidity, all right? Because if I see um, after price move down, there's been offered very high liquidity here. I would try to just put a little bit lower, okay? But as it is right now, my target will be here, 12 tick from my higher entry, which of course I take these two entries. My entry will be a little bit lower, maybe here. So it will be taking like 13 or 14 ticks out of the market, okay? So, well, for that to happen, it's gonna take Gonna take a while. I don't know if we'll have enough time. We are just, about to close to finish the session, but let's see. Let's see if we can see that happening right now. Remember, you have any question, you want to see any, I don't know, you want to have access to the software, either the UFO or the analyze tool with the order flow, just send me an email at pedro@tradictive.com. You want to get access to the Trade with UFO software, you can use my link is tradewithufo.com/Pedro. All right, let's go back to the chart to see what's going on right now. And as we can see at the moment, price still rotating in the same area. If we're lucky enough, we will see the price come down and giving us an entry on the market today. You can see the liquidity is being moved a little bit lower as it was before when we saw this opportunity here. And that's good because as long as we have more lots being offered below our entry, it means that we have some kind of support there, right? That was going to help us and keeping our entry safe. All right, we can see how the price is reaction now is beginning to, there's a lot of selling action. You can see here in red 54 selling contract, 59. You can see how the market is actually reacting to that price. Let me show you the depth of the market. Just give me a second so I can find depth of market. All right, right here. Put a little bit smaller. All right, so you can see in real time how the pending orders are being taken by the market orders, right? You can see who's being more aggressive at the moment. You can see how in the buying and the bid area, a lot of contracts being taken and liquidity is being actually absorbed. You can see right in my entry, there's 127. Now it's 97 pending orders. That's a good sign because it's actually reflect that somebody's looking at that price, right? It has somebody attention, and that's why it is with a very high liquidity available. And let's see if we can. Well, price is moving up right now. I don't think we're gonna have enough time to wait for the entry, but eventually it will get there. We'll get there, and I will be on the market, and I will be very out of the market very soon. As soon as I get to the maybe 10, 12 ticks profit, I will get out of the market. And if you enter with enough contracts that fulfill your risk management, you will be fine with a very nice turnover. All right, let me see. Well, remember, if you have any question, you can always use the chat or send an email to me, and I will be answering you as soon as possible. Once again, let me show you my mail address is pedro@tradictive.com. Well, the moment we just have 1 minute left, and the price is not helping us to get the entry right now. It's moving up as expected because we were expecting that to happen. We were just trying to find a nice spot to enter the market, but it have not get to our entry, to our safe entry at the moment, and we have to wait for another day to look at that at this trade. Well, keeps going up and time's up, so we have to, to call it a day. We still have an opportunity there. It might go come down again at this area, and we can be in the market and getting out pretty soon and take some profit. Or we can see how the price keep going up. Maybe we can spot another opportunity a little bit higher. But we have to see the rotation, and if the upside movement is strong enough for us to consider a safe entry. All right. Well, guys, I think this is it for today. Remember that you can email me anytime at pedro@tradictive.com. And thank you so much for joining me today. You're watching the recording. Thank you for watching the recording. Remember, the next Tuesday, I will be in FX Street, another live show. And then again on the next Tuesday, I will be here on YouTube. All right. Thank you, guys. Have a nice day.
I gave you my heart.